And so we've talked about this, the non-Big Five. Let's go through the Pac-12.
Pac-12, baby. What games we got this weekend?
Let's go through all the teams
Okay.
first. So let's walk through 1 through 12 in terms of, you want to have the favorites first or the long shots first?
Let's do favorites.
Favorites, Oregon is the clubhouse leader. Plus 175 to win the division.
For sure.
To win the division.
To win the conference.
Yeah, I mean, that's not stupid. They're always good. Oregon's one of these teams where, no offense to Oregon's fans, they're good. They're always good, but there are certain teams like Oregon, Oklahoma, Michigan, where you always like get the benefit of the doubt. Like, no, they're one of the elite teams. They're going to be good this year. Like, there's already like a push, and I always get annoyed by that. But so I'm careful they often get overrated, like Oklahoma, like this year. That happens when they're just perpetually seen as a great team, and Oregon is up there with that. But I don't know. Tyler Show seems like a good quarterback. They're replacing a lot on the offensive line, and we'll see how that gels. And it probably will. They're usually good. They have like 3 great running backs. Yeah, I think they're going to be good. I think they might win. I think yeah.
But there's reasons not to like Oregon, like seeing how good Justin Herbert's doing.
That's annoying.
And like casting that in the light of Oregon's team success last year. You know, that's a lot of impact. You have Penei Sewell, he's sitting out the year, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and that's, apologies to Trevor Lawrence, that might be the best player in college football. Like, if you're missing your quarterback and left tackle, what's the recipe for chaos for a football team? It's missing your quarterback and left tackle. Like, look at the Cowboys. The Cowboys are the worst team in the NFL. That's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know there's a player development model that's inherent to college football, but
Yeah, they'll probably win the North, honestly.
Yeah, it's still a left tackle. I mean,
you think they will? I think they will.
I think so.
Who's their biggest competitor in the
That's
North?
what I'm saying. Who is next? Who are the bookies? Who do the experts say?
Well, the second one, I'm going to be on this one. USC plus 220.
Oh, to win the whole Pac-12.
To win the whole thing.
Yeah. That's yeah. Of course you're on that. Yeah.
Well,
that's not stupid. They're good. They're gonna have a good offense this year.
And they kind of struck gold. Like how
I think Keaton Slovis is the real deal. He's good. They're gonna have a good offensive line. They're always. I think they're gonna be. They're one of these teams that I get annoyed at because they're always perpetually just kind of like seen as like, oh no, they got to be good this year. It's USC, and they're not. But this year, I think people might be right about them. Like, I think they will actually finally be pretty good. So that's exciting, and exciting for you.
Yeah, and this is the one way that a USC
as
team,
a Michigan Wolverine, you get to watch a good team.
Yeah, I went to I go to Michigan. I attended USC, and I like Bama. What the hell happened here? Thanks. I'm so
College
bad.
College football is fun, huh?
But like Keaton Slovis, he wasn't a highly regarded recruit. He only got
He's a 3-star, right?
Yeah, but only 2 Power 5 scholarship offers.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then last year he got thrust into the starting job because of injury, stole that job, and has, I think, one of the best seasons of a true freshman's ever had at quarterback.
He broke all kind of like passing records for USC, didn't he?
Yeah, all kinds. I think. And then if you get into his backstory, you see the development model there. Do you know who's been training him for like his entire life?
No, I don't know.
Kurt Warner.
Really?
Kurt Warner took a job as his high school quarterbacks coach only during the time he was there. Kurt Warner is the guy who talked to USC about him. Like, he went to Matt Leinart and is like, yo, you have to get this guy into your program.
I didn't know that.
I mean, I didn't either. It's such a crazy journey.
That's
and
cool.
Now USC, this football machine that prints money that everyone's attracted
you're excited.
to.
You're excited.
I mean, just to have this
quarterback
in the fold, it's going to be great. And it's going to be great when Arizona State beats us at like 7 a.m. on Saturday morning.
I cannot wait to see Keaton Slovis flame out his first year on the Jets. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be.
But you know that.
No, Keaton, you roll.
Yeah, he's going to be. It'd be Case Keenum version 2. Hopefully not.
But I mean, he could flame out this year. I mean, the tape's out on him a lot. If you've done it once, it's so much harder to do it a second time. And like, he didn't even project to be the starter ever.
No.
So is he going to continue?
His arm is not that. It's not. He doesn't have a rocket arm, so that's an issue. So we'll see.
That'll be fine. He has good receivers. Well, they have good receivers, good O-line, good all that, but a little bit thin. So that could be, with any injuries, that could be trouble. Mm-hmm. But I think USC's they could win the South for sure, and definitely could win win the whole Pac-12.
And then real college, if USC's good, it'll upset real college football fans so much.
Oh, yeah. I'm already mad.
Having a Pac-12 team in the playoff will be
I like
a
the
nightmare.
Pac-12. Yeah, well, they'll get destroyed, but it's like you gotta, I want to mix it up as much as possible. Like again, I would like it to be Cincy or BYU or something like that.
Yeah, Cincy, BYU,
or Texas A&M. Again, I say one of the most underrated teams, Texas A&M. To be honest.
Yeah, but I mean,
they have a loss. So
if I watch Vandy keep it close against you with a half, I'm out. I'm done. That's all I need to see there.
Vandy kept it close with Georgia too, though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or I'm mixing it up with Arkansas. I forget. Whatever.
I mean, yeah, Vandy sucks.
Vandy's very bad at
and then
football. No disrespect, Ken Seals and all that.
These odds, they're very slanted. Oregon, USC. So there is like a middle class of teams. First up, Washington, 7-1. Any hope there?
Washington is a 7-1.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess there's always hope, but no, I don't think so. Good defense. I like Jimmy Lake a lot. I think he was their defensive coordinator, and he's a really great defensive mind. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to see what he can do. I would put them somewhere middle of the pack, though. I don't really think they're gonna threaten, to be honest. Do you?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. And even the powerful programs like our next school, Utah. plus 700, a lot of NFL draft picks from that defense.
Yeah, it's like 7. So
their defense will still be good. Their receivers will still be good. They don't know who they're starting at quarterback, as far as I know. Still, they have not. I think, I don't think they're going to be able to stick it to USC. I think they're going to come in second place in the South this year, right? Because I think USC is just going to own the South.
Yeah, and I mean, if it takes Utah a few weeks to get their defense in working order, and it's pretty much impossible for it to be at the level of last season
with limited amount of games to play.
No way.
And all that. Yeah.
Yeah, but like
I like Utah. Utah is my favorite Pac-12 team. But it's going to be a step back from what it's been here.
Yeah, and they fly under the radar. They were really fun to watch all last season.
Great helmets, great color scheme.
It's true.
People don't put enough emphasis on that shit.
Yeah.
It all matters.
He likes the color red, folks. But if I see a hiccup from USC, it's this first game against Arizona State. They're plus 900 for the conference.
I love Herm.
And it is a former NFL coach.
It could be Herm Edwards. I love Herm. Yeah, and they can pass too.
And you know what Herm Edwards can do? He can motivate. Mm-hmm. And this game is being played at 9 o'clock on
Devils,
Saturday morning.
They could totally win this and fuck everything up, and I hope they do. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about betting USC, so let's just
what's the number for that?
USC is favored by 11.
No, I wouldn't do that. I think USC will win. I don't think I would. Well, I mean, it's like first game. It's impossible to know. My instinct tells me to stay away from betting on USC to cover that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just if you bring in the variable of a weird time with teenagers.
Remember Rutgers won their first game against Michigan State, who then beat Michigan. Like, it's a crazy-ass, wild, amazing season.
I mean, you have to ask yourself, will these players be ready to play at 9 a.m.? And I'm kind of asking myself, will these players be awake?
They'll be ready.
I know what it was like to be a USC student who had to be somewhere at 9 o'clock on a Saturday. I was not at peak performance.
Right. Yeah. They're going to be itching to play.
Yeah, in front of an empty Coliseum. They're going to do the walk through the campus and feel kind of weird and empty about it.
On the chat here, Manfred says, I'm from Europe. You only have 2 parties, so there's no democracy.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that, Manfred, but...
what prompted that, Manfred?
He might be a USC fan.
Hey, it's probably it's Europe. It's probably one of Keaton Slovis's weird cousins.
What name is Slovis? Is that one of y'all?
I mean, I imagine it's like Slovakian, right?
I mean, that's like what a stupid person like me and you think. But like, what's the real reason? Like, yeah, that's what I think because I'm an idiot. Yeah. Like Slovs. Is it Polish? It just has the word slow, so I think. You my boy, though.
We're trading barbs tonight.
You're my boy.
Yeah, I don't know
Hebrew.
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 And I'm in a hard position as a podcast host. I want to interact with the viewers, and now they want to talk philosophical political theory.
It's okay.
I mean, yeah, I am partial to agree, but I'm supposed to talk about Washington State right now.
He's from Austria.
Oh, he's from Austria.
Yes.
All right. Do you ask him if they actually eat those Vienna ice cream cakes?
Okay. All right.
That's you don't remember those commercials for the Vienna ice cream cakes? My biggest disappointment as an adult is that they didn't exist when I was able to buy them.
They're ice cream cakes?
Yeah, they're like a tiramisu just laid out for mass consumption. It
That
does
sounds
sound good.
real good.
Oh yeah.
That's
Tiramisu's
disappointed they
good.
didn't have them.
Yeah, it's really good.
And there was a commercial that aired for this like sophisticated ice cream cake during morning cartoons, so I was always tempted.
Yeah, that was a good little cake. Yeah.
You've never heard it? Well, get your passport. Let's take a trip to Vienna. We're gonna stay with our new friend.
Love their sausages.
Okay, so Washington State.
Oh yeah.
What's
football.
the outlook on them?
On Wazoo? They won't be that great. What? Oh shit! My bad. They're gonna be amazing. Just one of the best teams ever.
Oh, excuse me.
Easily. I think that they'll finish around 500.
So maybe a bowl game
decent.
for Washington State.
Yeah, decent. You can find offense, decent offense. Not enough defense really.
And they should be favored against Oregon State this weekend.
Yeah.
I would go with Oregon State on that personally.
Okay.
I think both are kind of in the similar boat. I think that Oregon State's not going to make a huge splash this year, but they can. I think it's going to be a shootout that I think Oregon State can pull off.
Yeah, and why? I mean, why is Oregon State? They're considered the worst team in the whole conference by the odds makers. They're 100-1 to win the Pac-12.
More than like the Wildcats.
Yeah, more than anybody.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Well,
Next up, UCLA, 30-1.
No way.
They're terrible.
I don't care.
awful.
Anything
They're
Chip Kelly touches,
They're
get
a
out of there.
mess. They're a mess.
Get out.
Yeah, they're experience. Like I guess the best you could say is they're returning a lot of people on defense, so they have experience. But I don't think it will matter. I think they're going to be. Yeah, they're going to be. Yeah, I think they're worse than Oregon State. I don't know.
Yeah, Oregon State.
Yeah, the bookies know better than me. I guess I don't know.
It's weird though. There was a big thing in the LA Times yesterday about how UCLA is making more money on college football than they ever have in their history, and they don't expect it to translate to wins, and they don't care because they're making so much money.
Okay.
Pretty sweet, huh?
Yeah, it's like, hey, we don't care about really. You can just do anything you want on the field. We don't care.
Yeah, now we're going to hear from Vienna about our capitalist leanings of our educational sports programs. Cal's 40-1.
Cal, I like Cal.
Love Cal.
I like Cal. I think they'll be good this year. I think Sam Garber's good. They got a good offensive line, great secondary. I like them. Who are they? Who are they playing this weekend?
They're playing Washington.
Oh, did you already tell me that? I'm sorry.
I
like that'll be a good one. Again, I like all respect to Jimmy Lake's defensive mind. I think Cal will win that one. That'll be a good one.
And Cal 40-1. If you're high on them, those are great odds.
That is pretty good. Yeah.
And those odds are probably long because they're going to be dogs in their first game against Washington, and if they win that,
which I think they will personally.
If they win that, all that they really need to win their conference is for a freshman phenom quarterback to regress to the mean a little bit.
I mean, yeah, California, Cal and Utah are in the same boat, just defensive wise, just people going to the NFL and all that kind of stuff. But they didn't lose a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, who can they bounce back as we were talking about before? That young secondary, but they're good linebackers. So
yeah, I think. That'll be fun. I think it'll be good. I think Chase is good. They're going to be good.
Next team, their coach got in a lot of trouble for his COVID protocols. What up, Arizona?
Florida?
Yeah, they broke a lot of rules in Arizona.
Arizona, I mean, just they're just going to lose every game. They're just, not good. No defense.
Yeah.
Offense improved. But I think they're the worst. Who did you say is listed as the worst?
Oregon State and Colorado are both 100-1.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that to me Arizona's the worst.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks. I know an Arizona football player, so I'm not going to pile on. He might
Arizona
kick my
rules.
ass.
They're going to win the whole thing. They're
Yeah.
going to take it. Washington State and Arizona are somehow going to win. They're going to be co-champions.
Yeah, that's my playoff field. I have Washington State, Arizona, Coastal Carolina, and Cincinnati dueling it out. So Stanford's really fallen off.
The Cardinal, yeah, I feel it sucks. It sucks that they're struggling. I think they're going to continue to struggle. I think they're going to have like a 500 level season, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, they have a 5-star recruit at quarterback.
Yeah,
Davis
Davis
Mills.
Mills. Yeah, Davis Mills is. I think he's really good, and he's going to have a lot of good O lines in the Pac-12. I still don't. I don't know. I just don't see it happening.
What's been the issue with Davis Mills like so far in his career?
I think just not lack of support around him. I think I don't think that there's a lot to help him out. We're in an age where a quarterback can. I think it's probably now it's the most important thing. Look at Trevor Lawrence and all that, but still a great quarterback can't just do all of it. You know, it's true. A great quarterback and a bad defense can win a championship, but a great quarterback and a mediocre offense surrounding him cannot. I don't think.
That's fair. So, is he still going to be an NFL prospect? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
know.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. I don't know. But you never know what they're looking for.
I think Shaw.
I think he's on a lot of radars already.
Yeah, I think just David Shaw's his tenure it could be at an issue. I think after time, when you bring in your 4 years of talent, okay, he's like, okay, great, we did it, and then just after a while, you just don't bring in the same caliber, and you just kind of you settle for a lot of players that you think you can just coach up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, he did lose. He learned under Harbaugh, which doesn't seem like the asset it was when he got the job. So maybe this guy just knows how to wear khakis and be in photos. Ooh, Harbaugh. And let's close this out. Colorado, the transition to the Pac-12 has just been awful for them.
Yeah, they're not going to do much. They're a decent defense, I'd say. But their quarterback, Sam Neuer, is very unproven. I think some people are worried about that. The quarterback could be a liability, and then there's not really much else to pick up the slack, right? Can you think of what's a strong point?
No,
again their defense decent, I guess, and again like I was saying with others, decent O line. But other than that, I don't know. They're not going to do much. Maybe win a couple games.
And, Vienna ice cream cakes, they're not the only thing from my youth that's fallen off. This Colorado Buffaloes football program is right there with them.
Yeah.
They're the 1-2 punch of adult disappointments for me. And then Oregon State. Do we need to know anything?
Nothing that we didn't already cover. I think they're kind of similar in the same boat as the Cougars.
All right, sweet. So let's go through some of the biggest matchups of the weekend, and maybe we'll decide some wagers for them. And if you don't have these, so first off, Stanford at Oregon. Oregon's favored by 10.5. I'm leaning Oregon in this one.
I like Oregon there.
Yeah, Oregon, because I think the student body at Oregon is going to be more dedicated to being football players over the past 4 months than the students at Stanford. The Oregon players have no other distractions. Like the Stanford ones, they have class.
Yeah.
They're much smarter people. You gotta have a good SAT score to go there.
Stanford, it sounds like a smarter school, but as Notre Dame will show, the smarter you recruit, the more mediocre the team.
Right.
I mean, how smart can the Notre Dame kids be if they're Catholic?
Whoa, holy shoot!
Okay, that was maybe across the line.
Yeah. Okay.
I made a spotlight joke that was fine, and I can't call Catholics dumb, but I can say they molest. Copy.
Double fine.
A double fine. Okay. Next up, USC. You're going to take Arizona State there?
What is the spread again?
11.
Yeah, man. Head says USC covers. Heart, I would not bet on that. I think you're right that it's just kind of a perfect. I don't know. They could fuck it up, but. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Yeah, I would not touch that one.
And then
you should though.
We should. There's one thing we should touch in the chat. They have Vienna ice cream cakes at Aldi's for $3.99.
At Aldi's?
Yes.
Oh, now the chat's being helpful. Holy shit!
There's
more of that weird political shit. Tell me where to get my treats.
There's an Aldi's.
You know where you can get some moon pies, chat?
There's an Aldi's in Queens.
Also, is there an Aldi's in like Times Square we can go to? Yeah, the Times Square Aldi's is just so commercial. I don't even like. It doesn't feel the same.
People are just lining up. They want to buy their lima beans. Aldi's owns Trader Joe's, right?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That was an unfair question to ask my sports show co-host. Hey, what's the supply chain management for this grocery store?
Oh, yeah, they just changed shipments. I don't, yeah.
I'm just picturing a guy named Aldi in a Hawaiian shirt. So that's where I'm at. They do?
Wow.
Hey.
They do what?
Aldi's owns Trader Joe's.
I did not know that. That's so cool.
If we combine your knowledge of college football with mine of grocery stores,
We can talk about college football while we grocery shop.
let us place this bet. Ooh, boy, that was a rough one.
What do you call that? Aldi's and Trader Joe's, like not big pharma, like big strip mall. Like they own all the
big strip
garbage
mall.
little stores.
Yeah.
No, Aldi's is the cheapest grocery store. There's
I
deals.
guess Trader Joe's is kind of bougie, ain't it?
Yeah, but everything's cheap.
Everything's
It's
cheap.
fancy but cheap, like a date with Paris Hilton.
She is a nice lady. She is a nice lady. Look at her documentary on YouTube. She's
She
a
doesn't
nice
use a
lady.
real speaking voice.
She was doing a
This
character.
fucking-
Look,
fucking-
watch it. Watch
This
it.
is like 2006.
You watch it.
I hate Creed, man. They suck.
I did find Son of the Mask to be a bit disappointing.
Oh, my mouth touched this thing. How many COVIDs did you have on here before I came? How many guests?
well, we
I call
did-
them COVIDs.
we had
Previous guests.
we had Kevin Durant, Rudy Gobert, Tom Hanks,
Steve Kornacki came.
all those weasels. All those weasels trying to give me the COVID.
So should I bet on?
Do we have a president yet? All right, never mind. Go.
No, I'm not allowed to check till 8:30. I'll get distracted, and then
Yeah.
we'll have to field questions from the EU. So should I take Cal minus 1.5 at home versus Washington late night on Saturday under the Berkeley lights?
Do it.
Yeah, man. I'm wild though. So yeah.
I mean
like Cal there.
that Dolphins Super Bowl pick might be right.
Nah, I
They have
can't
the number
wait.
one
I
rated
can't wait
defense.
Till you all have to
Whoa.
fucking admit how much I know about the Dolphins this year. Wow.
Yep, him and the tuna from Aldi's. That,
It's
that's
Tua.
This is a dumb show. I love it.
Very dumb show.